Hey everyone, welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Today on the show, we are doing our epic finale for our Tiny Dungeon campaign. This was a stretch goal in the 2017 Kickstarter for Tiny Dungeon 2nd Edition. It seems like it was just yesterday, but that was already a year ago, over a year ago, Alan. Joining us, as always, is our party and our epic GM, who is also the man behind Gallant Knight Games and the designer of Tiny Dungeon 2nd Edition, Mr. Alan Barr.
Hello! I'm Alan. I don't know what you needed there. If you don't know who I am by this 12th episode of our campaign, then you should catch up, and then you will know who I am.
I made sure I purposely made that awkward silence for you, Alan. I hope you enjoyed that.
I didn't, actually.
No, I didn't either.
After all the crap you pulled at PAX, we're going to have a chat about your streaming channel's etiquette.
I will say that it is kind of bittersweet that this is coming to an end. This will be our final episode. First of all, I want to thank everybody that has tuned in, that has watched every single episode. All of the episodes have done very well on the show. We've also made it a podcast, so all of those episodes are downloaded. I think the majority of these episodes have been in the top 10 of the year, considering we only started the podcast in February. Thank you, everybody that has tuned in and watched us and watched our shenanigans all year long. I'm going to say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel at this point, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button, just because even though this is the end of our Tiny Dungeon campaign, we do have plans for 2019. Tiny Supers, and we will be announcing that shortly in our year review video, which will be airing January 2nd. So if you are watching this and you would like to watch our year in review video, make sure to tune in on January 2nd. And we're going to be talking about this awesome year that we've had for the show. And I know that it's mostly, a lot of it is because of this series and all the other awesome folks that come on this show. And we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to be talking about our really awesome plans for 2019. We've got some really big plans for the show in 2019. We might even Tiny Scoopers might not be the only monthly show that we have too. So,
do you want me to spoil your other monthly show? I could totally ruin it for you. I can want for all the crap you do to me right now. I have all the power now, Doug.
Did I tell you I changed the monthly show?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, we've got some exciting things to announce. We've got some really big plans for 2019. 2018 has been phenomenal, and I can't thank Alan enough for letting us do this on the show. I know I've had a lot of fun, and I can't wait for 2019. Now, let's introduce our players just one last time. We'll go right down the line. Amanda Call from ageofnight.com.
Hello.
Amanda, thanks for coming on for the 12th month in a row.
Yeah.
Joshua Melville from Halloweenville on YouTube.
Hello.
Jordan Streeter from Gamers Against Alzheimer's.
Good evening.
All right, and that is our epic party. And at this point, we need the recap, and for that, I hand the show over to Amanda Call.
All right. Last month, I don't even really remember terribly well. So, okay. Now I remember. All right. So,
this is the sad thing is, folks. She's our best recapper.
I did.
The rest of us are far worse than this.
I did a quick scan of my notes, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what happened. So we returned to our bodies because remember we had died and then were brought back to life the month before. So November started with us returning to our bodies outside Glitterdoom's lair, we headed back to where we had last seen the Scepter of Healing, the barrows where we had all died previously. We tried, yes, we tried to sneak in at first, but we're really bad at that. So then the spectral lady appeared, but Oberon and the bros walked right past her while I kept her busy talking. Two more spectral lady... Cat, no. Sorry, my cat just went somewhere he's not supposed to. Why? Anyway. Stop. Right. Two more spectral ladies started chatting up the bros, trying to convince them that they needed to be rescued, while Oberon went for the scepter. After he grabbed the scepter and we all made a break for it, a charred, angry-looking tree folk came to life and started slowly coming after us. So we made a run for it, with Chad and Brad chopping down the barrow supports with their magical swords as we left. We thought, success? Then the barrow collapsed. And less success, the flaming cinder hulk, as we learned it was called, came bursting out of the ground and coming after us. So I attacked it and let everyone else know that we needed to get the monster to water to defeat it. Oberon attacked it with the magical scepter he just found, which made the cinder hulk even hotter and have green flames and move fast because, of course, he found a way to make it worse. We all
what I do.
It really is. We all raced for the water, except for Oberon, who just tried to claw at its legs while it kept lighting him on fire. So, of course, it didn't follow us because it could take its time beating the crap out of Oberon while the rest of us just stood in the stream like dummies. So those of us in the stream attempted all sorts of stupidity to get the Cinder Hulk's attention, like tossing our drinks at it, throwing our weapons in its general direction. I remember now why I blocked this out of my mind. Eventually, the battle did draw the Cinder Hulk into the water after some mild dying on our part. Chad got the great idea to lure it toward the waterfall, which it then gave chase. I knocked it down into the water. Chad finished it off and named his sword Tree Slayer, which I find kind of rude, but it was appropriate. So then we rested to recover our many wounds, and when we woke up, we were surrounded by a goblin army that demanded that we hand over the scepter we found. After some back and forth and really shitty attempts at deception and diplomacy, we convinced some of the goblins to escort us on our quest to find Glitterdoom. We agreed to surrender the scepter to the goblins after we complete our task. That's where we left off, with the goblin army.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is where I hand the show over to our merciful GM, Alan.
These are going to die.
Again.
I'm used to it.
Again.
All right.
That's what I do.
I'm going to make it worse.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
Okay, so a few outstanding plot threads that we have to conclude now tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking scotch, so the farther we get into these plot threads, the worse it's probably going to get.
Nice.
It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So, we've resolved the plot thread of the caravan and Lord Immergast. Yes.
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 We resolved part of the plot thread around the Theraminos, but not all of it. We haven't resolved the plot thread around the baby.
Nope.
Because you just gave it away to a giant extraplanar robot guy.
Yep.
It was either
it was
that or
probably
let it
safer
burn
that way.
alive.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, honestly, it was kind of safer with a giant alien robot than with us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. And we really just haven't resolved any sort of plot around your level of incompetence. Like, I'm not sure it was really a plot so much as a feature, but there's definitely something. There's definitely some karma coming your way.
Oh,
I mean, a new level of hell was created for us.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yes, and that was stupid hell. I have it right here.
Yeah. I'd
Our
call that a win.
Our incompetence has rearranged the cosmology of this universe. That's quite the accomplishment.
They're better, and I'm just saying, Alan, when you create this adventure for the Gallant Knight Games consumers, stupid hell better be in the module.
I expect a religion of dumb.
Now, is ass punching one of the new traits?
Oh no.
Please no. Please
It won't
no.
be. No.
They're saying no, but I think you should.
I'm not saying no. No.
But you could
No.
design like a dragon
No.
character with like its weak point. That's like
All right, rocks fall, everyone dies. Campaign is over.
epic finale right there. That's so much more, folks.
All right, so you've all recovered the scepter, and you're going to attempt to address the problems you have caused with Shimmer Gloom / Glitter Doom,
Right.
Yes.
who I have just realized is named like a My Little Pony.
Just a little.
I'm gonna have to fix that, or maybe not. I guess we'll see.
No, I
So,
like it.
what is your plan to track down this rampaging fairy dragon?
Well, were we having the goblins escort us back to where we last saw him?
I think that had been the plan, was to return to his lair, but we don't actually know if he's there.
No,
or
we
not.
just left his lair.
Oh, that's right.
We were heading. I think Shimmer Gloom was heading to the Goblin Monastery because that's where we told him the book was,
Yeah.
and so he took
Right,
off, and
right.
or that's where the goblins were had the book thing, and so he went off in that direction. So I'm thinking that he's probably gone that way, and that's where we're heading. But I'm a polar bear, so you know.
I think it was either that or or weren't they heading in the direction of where his lair is? And they just kind of took us along. I can't remember.
I think they were just out in the field.
Yeah, I think we were headed the direction that he was
Okay.
last going.
Okay, well, all right, so you all are headed with the goblins towards where you think Glitter Doom is. And one of you roll a d6. I don't care who.
I got it. 2.
So, after a couple days of walking, the thought dawns on you that maybe going to visit the dragon you've grievously wronged with an entire army at your back is not the best opening gambit in your new diplomatic mission. But, I mean, and that's a really important thought, and you're super proud and glad that you had it right when this massive winged shadow flies overhead.
Okay.
And a massive green shimmering dragon lands on the ground in front of you, tossing goblins to and fro.
Ah.
All right.
All right. Who has the scepter, by the way? Because I think I gave it to one of y'all's. Please don't tell me I still have it.
I don't.
I don't think
Yeah.
you do.
I don't think
I think Chad does.
I don't think I have it. I think
we
Brad-
established that anyone in particular had it.
Mm.
But did we?
Uh-oh.
Oh, geez. No.
No.
What did
The
he say?
dragon, Oberon has it.
Oh
No.
no, that's the worst.
And without realizing it, okay, Oberon is waving it. Shimmer Doom, stop!
you stop.
What?
Just Stop.
And I stop and I drop the arm that doesn't have it, and I turn to Gray Frick and I go, "What?
Stop.
Stop
just
what?
I'm just gonna take it from him. Like, no.
Why have you tracked me down and hunted me here?
We're not hunting you, bro.
Bro, we were just trying to see if you were okay.
I
Several
felt
small goblin arrows ping off his thick dragon scales.
Whoa,
I-
bros, goblin bros, goblin bros.
Cool, bro.
Stop, bro, bros,
whoa,
bros,
Speech time.
bros, stop,
hold on.
chill, bro.
We didn't come hunting you down. I felt really bad after punching you in the ass. And we went to go get the scepter of healing to soothe that sensitive area. And these dudes are just coming along.
Oh,
You know,
God.
What?
Stop speaking.
Anyway, it's good to see you, bro.
And the dragon rears forward, leaning forward.
We have the scepter of healing.
And what do you expect me to do with such a thing?
That is your own business, bro.
And in exchange for this trinket and bauble you're providing me, I am to let the grievous wrong that you have done to me go?
Well,
I'm sorry. I don't normally offer this. But for the sake of making things right, would you like me to kiss your butt? Literally. I will kiss it.
Do you guys remember when we were a family-friendly channel running a family-friendly game?
I said butt this time.
That was a
Yes,
while
that has
ago.
redeemed you from several sessions of not butt. Well played, sir. The dragon does not look amused by this.
Bruh, the time of joking is over.
Who's joking? I'm puckered up over here.
Brad, bruh, control yourself, bruh. This is serious.
I'm trying, bro.
We're gonna get eaten again.
Oh yeah, good point.
I didn't get eaten the first time, so I'm just saying. I'm offering a lip
bro.
service
I'm
here.
Thanks for spotting me, bro.
Bruh. All right. Let's
It's
talk
just-
a little bit more with the dragon dude.
I just want to point out this is why you guys die.
We know.
All right.
What?
Well, I will grant you clemency for your horrible crimes against dragonkind in exchange for this bauble. Set it down on the ground here and leave.
Well, we brought it for you to use,
I will use it once you've departed. I do not trust you.
but the goblins want the scepter.
What do I care?
Fair point.
Why don't hey dragon dude, wait a second. Let me talk to my comrades for a minute. Bros. Okay. What if we give him the scepter and then we just leave the goblins with him and he can just take them out and we'll just take off?
Well, what if we run into that huge horde of goblins while we're out running around. I mean, I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but just saying.
Bruh.
We don't want to leave them unattended.
But-
Possibly more powerful than before.
Why don't? What if, since you're the Who's of Destiny, why don't you tap your head with the scepter, grow to giant size, and just smack the dragon around a little bit?
We
We don't want to smack the dragon around anymore, bro.
are
Okay.
not here to smack.
That's right.
Weak.
All right. Well, no one's ever called me that before.
Weak, bruh. Weak. Come on, Mr. Hooves of Destiny.
I'm not listening to you, bear dude.
All right.
All
So
right,
what's
so-
the plan?
What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we just gonna give him the staff?
I told you, I gave you a suggestion. You didn't like it. Listen, or I could take the staff and run in that direction if you guys like. And
No. I said we just give the dragon the staff and then take off.
okay, we give the dragon the staff. We leave the dragon here. The goblins either attack us as we leave, or we run into them as we reach somewhere else.
I'm pretty sure that staff that Glitter Dim can probably take these guys on.
Yeah. But then Glitter Doom has the staff of craziness.
Well, if we give him the staff, we're cool as far as he's concerned.
Right? Don't we want a giant dragon on our side?
I offered to kiss his butt, and you guys wouldn't let me.
He
It's just
did
unnecessary.
not
Okay.
seem interested in.
Everyone's interested. But I digress. All right, so we want to leave the staff and just like totter away.
We'll just maybe hide behind the trees a little bit and
So we're gonna hide behind Grey Firkin. That's what I hear you telling me. Okay, so bye everyone, and I hide behind Grey Firkin like this.
What are you doing?
I'm
Are we near the monastery?
Not like exceptionally.
Of course. So we can't dash for that.
I said we just give him the sword. Or give him the scepter.
Okay.
just did. Now hide behind the tree.
Yeah, if I fall suit.
Okay. So two of you are now hiding behind Grey Firkin. Because apparently
I'm
we've
not-
decided to double down.
I'm not gonna stand here. If
I'm just following what they told me to do. I'm hiding behind a
just-
tree.
I'm
I'm
not.
gonna say to the dragon, "There's your scepter, dude. We're out of here." And I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Okay. So you're walking for a bit, Brad or Chad, whichever one you are,
Dad.
and you find yourself standing in a nice open meadow full of flowers and green grass and all kinds of wonderful things.
Nice.
And there is a tall, multi-dimensional figure that looks like an Escher painting standing in front of you.
What's up, bro?
Greetings. I see you are attempting to rectify your past misdeeds to the best of your ability.
The best of my ability, bro.
It would appear the best of your ability is a truly low bar.
I'm-
But I suppose intent makes up for the 90% you lack.
Thanks, bro.
So, you and your merry band of misfits have wreaked uncontrollable havoc upon this world.
We. Yeah, but we're sorry. And technically, I don't know these guys all that well. I've only been around for them for like a few months. If you really want to get after somebody, you should talk to the other folks that like were with them before. Me and my brother, we're not quite as we. You know, it's mostly the tree and the bear, dude.
There
And
is
Oberon
no
and
bear.
Great Firkin are standing there.
Right.
And Oberon's behind the tree, so there's only the trees. There's
I
only
can see you,
trees.
bear. I see in
Nope.
11 dimensions.
Nope. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm just a white tree. I'm the rare burr fir tree.
You're being exceptionally foolish.
Yes, my name is Oberon. That's what I do. Hi. Nice to meet you.
I meant even for you.
Shh. I'm a tree. Look. Shh.
Bro,
Right.
let's
What?
Just,
What?
Just come over here.
All right. Fine. I tried. Don't be too forward. Don't try to act like a tree. Okay.
So,
Somewhere in between there, bro.
you've wreaked untold havoc upon this world.
Yes, they have.
We kind of we determined that.
As much as a interplanar multidimensional being that looks like a living Mobius strip can look surprised, he looks surprised by your frank admission of guilt.
And I'm really sorry. I'll apologize for our party.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we certainly didn't mean to cause all this trouble.
But you did.
Fair point.
So, perhaps we should discuss what is to be done with you.
Okay.
You have numerous crimes that you've committed against the grand order of the universe. But as you say, for the most part, your intent has been good, despite your inability to execute on any level one might deem proper.
Bro, what are you laughing about? It's a serious conversation, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
So, does intent outweigh action?
Oh.
No, I don't know. Like, I intend to work out every day, but some days I kind of go through the motions and I don't really give myself a big, it's not a really good workout. So like, I'm still working out, right, bro? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, you go in trying to, you want to do your best, but some days your heart just isn't in it.
Bro, and maybe you just you have to take that day off to regroup. Doesn't mean that you don't like working out, right?
Right. It's just or maybe not so much your heart's not in it. Sometimes your mind isn't in the right place.
That's
And then
right.
That's right. You just end up hurting yourself.
Maybe, bruh. Maybe interdimensional, bruh. Maybe we just have been having an off day for like Months.
Forever.
It's true. There must be some accounting for the variance in mortal consistency.
Because I'll tell you what, bruh. This never happened until we met the bear dude and the tree dude.
That is true.
Whoa.
So
It's
your
true.
assessment is that this behavior of yours is new and brought upon you by Grey Firkin and Oberon?
Bruh, right? I mean,
Not necessarily.
Whoa.
before this, we were just working out and like getting swole and stuff.
Well, I know a lot of things have gone wrong, but it's not always our fault.
Can you name one time it hasn't been?
Yeah, that bird dude setting two people ablaze.
The time Dunk blew everything up.
Yes.
Was he not part of your traveling companions at the time?
I don't know where he came from.
Do you not bear some
He
responsibility
I
for his
sure
actions?
didn't. I sure didn't ask him to set everybody on fire.
But you kept him around and accepted him, so do you not bear some...
Ha, I see what you did there. Do you not bear? Uh-huh. Okay. But anyway, my point is, look, we were trying to do good from the beginning. We were trying to help a caravan. We ran into certain situations.
So let's start from the beginning. This is a good accounting of your behaviors.
Oh, wonderful.
You attempted to help a caravan. How did that end up?
That was not us. I'm just saying,
I'll
bro,
get to you.
that was not.
Okay,
It's
so
okay, bro. It's okay. Let them do it.
we came across a tiny caravan, but apparently that wasn't the one we were looking for. We did, however, help the fairy princess. And at the time, Shimmer Gloom. And they were very happy when we left.
But that was not your task.
I understand that, but you know, sometimes things come across your path that you just, I mean, it doesn't atone
So,
for everything.
The
But
caravan you went to help, you failed to help them and they all died. So you're saying that these two acts of kindness you did outweigh the deaths of the caravan?
They do not.
I mean, well, you throw a tiny caravan and you think that's the one you're rescuing, you know, and everybody agrees. What do? You go search for a whole nother caravan?
Would that not be the ethical and irresponsible thing to do?
Well, yeah, but we were only supposed to rescue one caravan.
We did not abandon our
You people
quest.
need to stop letting Oberon talk for you. It's just
For the caravan. We became entangled in a different set of circumstances that waylaid us from our initial goal.
I see. I do not feel as though I am the appropriate individual to judge your actions here.
Then who is?
I will have to convene a council of the elder gods, and we will discuss what to do with you.
Oh,
Is there anything you'd like us to do in the meantime?
Well, I would tell you to avoid making your situation worse, but somehow I suspect that, irregardless of what I say in this regard, you will do what you do.
He's got a point.
like we do.
So, I am going to go converse with the gods and determine what we are to do with you. You have wrecked our little experiment here, quite thoroughly undermined it.
Experiment?
Yes, of course. Do you think such flawed creatures like you came into place naturally?
Flawed.
Bruh, I'm not flawed. Look at this.
Your species would have died out generations ago if they were like you. You were the byproduct of careful engineering to produce the most flawed specimen of a particular species as possible.
Well, that explains a lot.
Whoa, bruh. I'm honored. Thank you.
You could really tell where you put the effort in.
Yes.
Bruh, that
Perhaps
means
we should have tried a little bit harder.
that we're the most flawed twins ever, bruh. High
So-
five.
So wait.
Functionally, what that means for you is that we could not contain the sheer amount of flaws the Minotaur race had once you were birthed, that we had to separate them into two entities.
Whoa, bro.
You're so messed up. They had to make two people.
Double,
Bro, we
bro.
are two
Them-
pieces of one perfect dumbass.
So if you produced them flawed,
And you.
and okay, so you made me flawed, so then it's your fault that everything's messed up.
An interesting hypothesis, but one that will not hold water. Elder gods are not responsible for such things.
What?
Bro.
Are you an elder god? Do you make the rules of the universe?
Not yet.
No.
But
But
based on the
if
quality of
you-
your actions, I don't think you ever will.
Ever hear of Ursa Major? Come on.
What?
It's a constellation that's supposed to be a crap, but people think it looks like a bear.
Yeah.
But really, only the bear people think that. They're just self-centered.
It's bear, bro. It's bear.
It's not. I put those stars in the sky. It's not.
Yeah, you can put stars in the skies, but you make us flawed and then blame us when things go wrong.
Bruh.
We always say it's a sprouting seed.
That's actually far more accurate.
Not
wait,
terribly relevant, just interesting.
So wait, you made us to be us, and now you're upset that we're us?
No, you are
Yes, that's what it sounds like, bruh.
you are misconstruing the statement, which is not true.
Are we though,
We
bruh?
carefully guided your genetic makers and markers to this point where a being such as you would be produced. We had no concept of the depth of failure that we would introduce into the world. We
That still
expected
that
a
still
less
sounds
than
like this is
perfect
your fault.
specimen. We should blame the random variance inherent in the natural state of things. If we're going to blame anything. Or we can blame my brother. That guy's a tool.
Oh, your brother.
Can we do that?
Yes, of course. But it's not going to matter. He's also an elder god.
But you can take the complaint to him.
Yeah.
That is true. He's the god of fire and purification. I suspect if I bring a complaint to him, he will simply burn it away. And by extension, you.
Yeah.
Is there water nearby?
Been there, done that.
I mean,
Several
yes,
times.
there's water nearby, sure.
Okay. Just checking.
I probably wouldn't save you against divine, multi-dimensional heaven fire.
No,
Probably not, but Oberon's going to try.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go confer with the council.
All right, bruh.
This experiment might need to be terminated.
no.
What does he mean by terminated? Like just like they're
And
gonna
there's like a snapping sound, and you guys are standing in the middle of the field talking.
All right, so like we won't have to be stupid anymore.
We won't have to
Is
be
that-
much of anything anymore, I think, bro. I think this is it. If they,
I do believe they intend to destroy us if we cannot convince them not to.
which is weird because it's not like we're the only ones in this experiment, right?
Mhm.
There's got to be better examples.
Maybe we
somewhere.
are.
Yeah. That's a bit. That's
So-
a bit of pressure.
So have we just been like this reality show for these gods this whole time? Like the Truman Show?
Huh.
We knew what the Truman Show was?
What's the Truman Show?
I don't know. Bruh.
I think I don't
Did
know.
you-
We might be more like a Schrodinger's cat situation, but they put us in a box, and we may or may not be stupid.
I know what
We
a
are-
cat is, but what's a Schrodinger?
I'm not sure.
Did
Okay.
that guy say what time he was gonna be back?
No.
No.
What do we have left that we screwed up?
Well,
Just
I
the
mean,
entire world. That's all.
you guys said the caravan.
Bruh.
They're all
The
dead.
caravan-
But
Yeah,
he
so-
said they were all
let's-
dead.
So
Let's
check.
find the baby. Let's find the baby.
Oh yeah, you guys mentioned the baby.
The robot took it.
And wasn't the flying ship things where you guys met us? We were still dealing with that Theramino stuff. We don't know the answers to that yet.
True. There's also that weird bug grass thing that
We have no clue where that
Right.
went to.
which
Bro,
getting the
he
getting the book for him kind of led to the goblins thing. Huh.
he made me the hooves of destiny. I think we're good with him.
I thought you were the hooves of destiny.
I
It was
am.
just a bug grass. I think the elder gods may have a point.
They might. They might. We're kind of the worst.
Well, what are we gonna do in the meantime before this interdimensional dude comes back?
Just keep checking every few minutes that we still exist.
Why don't you guys want to go back to the place where we met?
Does that town still exist?
Wait,
Oh, he got destroyed by the goblins.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
we met at like a big explosion place.
Oh yeah, that's right. By our hometown.
Right.
Right. You guys met the giant. I had to give the baby to it because our friend lit everything on fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you guys want to come to our house? I mean, if it's still there,
It's on the way, right?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm game. I mean, if the world's going to end, let's throw a party.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready to get my bear on.
Poor Alan.
We can at least let Chad
I will be right back.
and Brad say farewell to their family before the gods snuff us from existence.
We'll probably leave out the part where it's our fault.
I won't say anything if you don't.
Yeah. Someone's getting their party on a little early.
Yeah, for
Oh,
for those,
this is your
for
fault.
those listening to the podcast, Alan just returned with a much larger bottle.
Okay.
Jeez.
What's the plan?
we're going back to the Ador's house.
The beefling house.
Okay. Sounds good. So, you all travel back to the Minotaur's home. And on your way there, there is a popping sound, and you're standing in a meadow again. And a massive Mobius strip style being is standing there.
Oh, son of a...
Oh, man, does this mean if we want to go back to our house, we have to start over?
Greetings.
Hello.
Bruh.
So are we dead?
No.
Oh.
If you were dead, you would be receiving your eternal reward.
Yeah. Well, we didn't care for that last time.
Oh, yeah.
But yay, silver lining.
Yes. So the council met to discuss what to do about you. And we have come to the conclusion in our omniscience and divine intelligence that this is really our fault
Oh.
for really just allowing anything like this to exist at all.
Oh.
It's sort of like when you get sea monkeys.
What are sea monkeys, bruh?
But not really. But sometimes you just gotta pour bleach in there to clean it all up.
Wait, is that a thing?
I have no idea. I just picked something that sounded terrible.
That's terrible. Sorry.
Yes, it is. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter much. We've elected to let this world find its own course, free of our influence.
All right.
So we are going to untether you from the cosmic wheel and send you spinning off into the void of eternal nothingness to sort of make your own way as you see.
But
What?
Wait.
Bro, do they have a good gym there, though?
Well, it will basically be the same world you live on, just with no gods.
Wait.
what?
Yes.
So all of the divine realm is going to leave?
Well, we're going to stay where we are. You're all going to leave.
Ooh.
It's sort of like if you have a disc with a plate of food, and we took this dinner roll, and you're the dinner roll, and like there's a plate of like weird Mobius strip style food in his hand now, and this dinner roll is like an Escher painting, just kind of bleeding over the side of the plate, and you're this dinner roll, and we just throw the dinner roll all the way over there. Like, the dinner roll has to survive on its own. It's like that in a very simplistic sense.
Bro, but
And the plate
You're giving us-
perishes.
You're giving us to the dog?
I know. I'm not really sure if there's a cosmic dog that eats rogue worlds, but you'll find out before we do, probably.
That is probably one of the most comforting things I've ever heard.
Wait.
We're really here for you in this time of need.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of this.
Do you like the sound of stupid hell?
Better than
I've been there. I think I've made a few friends. Are you offering that or
No, we're going to separate your world and untether it either way.
What?
but
You can go to stupid hell if you prefer.
no, bro. I don't want. No, bro.
No.
Okay.
Are we all gonna be together in this untethered world?
Yes, it's literally the world you live in. We're just breaking it off the plate and throwing it that way.
Oh.
Tree dude, what do you think, bro?
no, I do not like this. It is contrary to the natural order.
Well, you would say that, but it's not, because we're the gods and we choose what's natural.
It is. That is. He has a point.
We're just changing the natural order to now have a world that we don't really care about, spinning off into a void we know nothing about.
So your natural order has gone gluten free because of the bun.
That's an excellent metaphor for the situation.
But
Oh, I tried that. I tried that once, bro. I got so sick.
we don't know what terrible fate will befall the rest of the world.
No, I suppose it's up to you all to try to gather them and lead them to some semblance of success. So
Oh.
they're functionally doomed, but it's also not really my problem. We have declared this experiment a giant failure. Giant rubber stamp. No go.
Yeah.
Bro, so you're just quitting, huh?
I like to
Dude,
think of it as refocusing our energies into a more productive direction. Or re-synergizing.
Corporate Godspeak. Okay, sure.
Where we're advancing our synergy into a new level as we attempt to divest ourselves from problematic components in the culture of our divine realm.
Can I make a suggestion?
No.
No. I was going to say superheroes.
But interesting. Could replace you with a new world. One where we try to engineer heroes
Bruh.
instead of whatever this has become.
Yeah.
Huh. No, that's a terrible idea. Can't be good.
If we allow ourselves to be removed, will you keep the rest of the world where it is?
Interesting. If you all were to agree to this, I suppose the problem would have been solved on its own. We wouldn't need to untether your segment of reality. But you would all need to agree to this. Which, frankly, based on your current behavior, I can't imagine such altruism.
Companions.
Self-sacrifice to save the rest of the world for all the wrong that we have supposedly done.
The entire rest of the world.
Well, I mean, if you want to get technically, it's the rest of your reality,
Yeah.
not just the world. Like,
The
you would also be saving everybody who isn't born and could be born and maybe died.
entire
Because we'd have to
rest
jettison all the people who passed on from the
of
original rest.
our realm of existence,
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to jettison all the ghosts.
or our
Yeah.
four
Oh, they'd probably
pathetic
come back in like graves.
lives.
Ugh.
Companions.
Yeah, I agree.
Bruh.
Chad.
Bruh.
Bro, think about this. We get our own. We would be untethered and get our own version of reality to continue to mess up. And this one will be safe, right? Am I reading
So like,
correctly?
Well, we're just going to put you in stupid hell.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not going to make a new world for you to fuck up. Like, that's not going to happen. Sorry.
Stupid hell for us, or oblivion for everyone.
I understand why this is a dilemma.
It's not a dilemma for all of us.
Well,
well,
it sounds like Gray Firkin's good to go. What if she goes and then the rest of us stay? We sacrifice one to save all.
No?
No, okay.
I can't imagine
just
where you
asking.
thought that would be a valid strategy.
Listen, I've been there. Of course, I'm willing to go back, but Gray Firkin's jumping in with 2 feet. What?
Come along.
Yeah, I mean, we are the reason that stupid hell exists. It seems fair that we'd be the ones to go clean it up.
So now we got to go.
Chad.
We got to screw up stupid hell so bad that they want to get rid of that.
Stop that.
That's not going to happen. We've designed stupid hell to be idiot proof. You'd really have to build a better idiot to beat us at this point.
You, bro.
But you
built
did.
two perfect idiots.
I thought you've been watching Oberon and.
Yeah, but I feel like we really locked down all the weak points in this design now.
Yeah.
Chad.
But I like it here, bruh.
But here is not going to be here.
If we're here.
Right.
All right. I'll make the ultimate sacrifice. Just send me and let the other three go.
I will go too.
Let them help to make it right.
Let my bro and Grayfer can stay.
I will happily go to stupid hell.
Bruh.
I'm doing it for you guys.
Here, bruh, and my bruh, you can't.
No, we're all going. Come along, Chad.
All right.
Together, Chad. Come on. Let's hold hands and walk into the flames of stupid hell together.
Do this together. Do this together, like we started, or at least half of us started.
So your group is in agreement.
Yes.
Yes, we will sacrifice ourselves to save this realm.
And you are all standing in the middle of a bunch of strange tubby yellow creatures laying on the ground, rolling around. Just kind of making weird moaning noises.
I don't like this place already.
And this massive, giant, yellow, tubby creature comes, like, stomping over the horizon. And that's where we cut.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So we ended up in stupid hell.
But you saved all of reality in the process.
Saved reality by going to stupid hell, which is frankly where we belong.
And where we belong, where we were destined to be, but also best heroes ever. All of reality saved.
All of reality.
That's true. We did save all of reality.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
So let's do a little bit of recap about this campaign now.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's important. So when I originally set out here, I was actually going for a blend of the Phyrexian saga from Magic the Gathering with the Theraminous and the Phyrexian liquid, and there's a lot of parallels there.
Right.
And a bit of Ravenloft with the Gothic castles and vampires.
Sure.
Right.
Yep.
And I was trying to go for an extra planar invasion of this weird entity. And we did really good for the first couple sessions. I think, was it the Immergast session was actually pretty creepy with the guy with the sword dragging around. Like,
Yeah, that was
awesome.
we had some really good Gothic horror until, frankly, the turning point, in my opinion, was midway where we killed two characters, and then Brad and Chad showed up. And
yeah,
and this isn't, and like this is a problem every GM faces, which is why this is interesting to me. Is we had a tone for the campaign, and when the new characters were made, as a GM, I failed in, I don't want to say policing, but sort of guiding those characters to a stage where they fit the rest of the campaign really well.
Right.
And we sort of just took a nosedive into absurdity after that, in a lot of ways.
What?
No. What?
I'm sorry.
Look,
No.
no, it's not a criticism. Like, role-playing, this is where role-playing games become a community and team effort, right? Like,
Sure.
right.
you know, Doug and
Jordan.
I was getting there, man.
It's all
Doug
good.
and Jordan.
Brad, Chad.
I'm not gonna ever remember which one was which. And actually, I'm gonna create a new trait for the campaign called interchangeable twins.
Oh, nice.
It'll be a drawback trait.
That's amazing.
But no, so like as a GM, it's my responsibility to help with that character creation. And part of this is probably I'm not super familiar with online gaming as a format. So normally I'd sit down with my players at the table and I'd just help them with this. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, you guys can do this. And that was clearly a miscalculation of staggering proportions on my part.
You gave them too much rope and they hung us all.
They definitely did something. But no, so
See,
interesting.
I really liked Shalike that I started out with.
I know. I actually really missed Schleikens at this. They were actually I really enjoyed those characters.
Like I really had I had big plans for Shalike, and so when we killed him off, I was kind of really I won't say that I was mad, but I was disappointed that I didn't get to play out, because I was at one point I was going to approach Alan and be like, okay, towards the end of this campaign, kill me off and make me go out sacrificing myself for my party in some way. I thought that should have had this moment where even though he's the biggest jerk to all these people, eventually he ends up liking them all and eventually has that self-sacrificing moment. And I was really hoping we could make that happen at some point, but
instead you exploded unceremoniously.
And part of that is my fault as a GM, right? Character death should be a consequence. If the game has no risk, you can lose a bit of narrative impetuous.
Right.
But I probably treated the death as too it was too easy to kill you, maybe, right?
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have let you die so easily. I should have found a non-death way to torture your character in a sense, right? No, but I'm saying applied a consequence that was not just simply death.
Right.
Okay.
And that was probably a weakness on my part as the GM, messing that up.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard too sometimes as a GM when you get caught flat-footed, where players do stuff that you're like, oh, I was not expecting that at all, because it's the dumbest thing possible. So now what do I do?
Well, what are you trying to say?
Well, and not directed at anybody, because we were fine until that tipping point, right?
Right.
I think everybody was kind of on the same page in the type of campaign we were telling, and it sort of just derailed. We never quite got it back.
Right.
We probably should have communicated better. We probably should have had a conversation where I said, hey, we're getting way off track. Let's pull it back. Let's recalibrate the group. And as the GM, it's sort of on my shoulders in a sense to lead that conversation when it needs to happen, and I missed that opportunity, I think.
That's all right. At least now we have 2019 to rectify that.
Absolutely. And when I write this campaign up, I'm going to write the actual campaign I wanted to write. I'm going to have sidebar notes talking about what we played and my observations and stuff as I rewatch.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we'll kind of say, hey, here's, I populated this whole area and I had this plan for it, and we kind of just got weirdly hung up in some weird places, and then we derailed, and it all kind of went sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But you did save the world, which in the end, nobody thought you would accomplish. I'm glad we didn't take bets on this.
It just takes us a while to come up with a group decision with us. We always
Oh no, we walked into that trap pretty quick.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
happens
that's
when we
true.
all agree on something. We all die.
See,
Yeah.
I think
and it bore out. We all agreed on something, and we all died.
yeah.
And now we're all stuck in stupid hell together.
Stupid hell! Yay!
Yay!
I picture it kind of like the ending of The One with Jet Li meets the Teletubbies. We're just fighting our way out of the unicorn level.
So,
it's interesting.
what's that?
Just to look back at over the year how things changed, where the point. Because looking back, you can see all these points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
But at the moment, when in the middle of playing, it's hard as a GM to go, oh, here's the problem. Especially when there's a medium where, like, as a GM, I don't play a lot online, so I'm used to reading table language, and I have to adjust to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
I think next year's campaign is going to be a lot better, and I think we'll be able to keep it on a really tight. I don't want to say leash, but like we'll keep it focused.
Right. And I don't know about my other players, the other folks in this party, but I woke up this morning with an awesome idea for my player character for the Tiny Supers campaign, which I am so excited to kind of like flesh out a little bit more. I've got my basic idea as to what I want to play, but
Is it not a weightlifting minotaur this time?
it's not a weightlifting. No, it's not a weightlifting minotaur. That's
Mark Wahlberg,
ridiculous.
is it?
What's that?
It's not Mark Wahlberg.
No, it's not Mark Wahlberg, because I don't think I could do a Mark Wahlberg impression for 12 months. That would just not be fun. But I do have
I didn't think I could talk like an ent for 12 months, but I somehow managed to
You
do
did great.
it.
Okay, so everybody should know that, like, Amanda's voice throughout this whole campaign is probably, I mean, with the exception of the Minotaur Bros like being ridiculous and everything, and people thinking that that's just stupid. The most comments that I got all year long was, "Oh my word, Amanda!" Like anytime Amanda would come on for like some other content, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she actually speaks normally."
I can speak like a normal human and not a tree.
But like you just sold it. You did a great. And I'm going to tell you right now that if not for Amanda, like it would have devolved into even more stupidity.
Oh gosh.
Like, can we all agree? Can we all agree on that? Like,
Yes.
I feel like Amanda has been our anchor throughout this entire campaign.
absolutely.
Can we nominate someone else to be the straight man for like for the next adventure? Oh jeez.
I don't know if I could trade that role.
Well, I think going into Tiny Supers, I mean, the superhero genre is really it's easier to narrow down a particular. Like if I tell you we're doing 4-color superheroes, everybody knows what that means, right?
Right. Yeah.
If we're doing gritty Iron Age comics, that's a very specific feel.
Yeah.
So it should be a lot easier for folks to kind of build a character that remains inside those confines while still being interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. That's like the one thing that I really like about doing an RPG, like, is that like trying to come up with a unique character that you want to tell the story of. Like as soon as we announced that we were doing a Tiny Dungeon campaign, like my brain started working and like just started like trying to think of like a cool character, and then Alan of course kills them off like halfway through.
Didn't you die to a party member?
What's that?
Yes.
Was it a party member that killed you? It wasn't even me.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't pin this on me. I didn't do it.
I can pin it on you, Alan.
Almost all of my deaths throughout this past year have been because of another party member.
Was the first one? Yeah, because
I killed him
Gray
the first
Firkin
time
threw him.
accidentally. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you were trying. In your defense, you were trying to save his life by throwing him.
I was, but I still killed him. As we learned in this very special final episode, it doesn't matter how good our intentions are, we still destroyed everything all the time.
We deserve to be in stupid hell. Is that
really
what you're saying?
Yes. I was kind of looking forward to, as far as Sithis, how that whole demon deal was going to work out.
Right, yeah.
And I was surprised. I kind of surprised myself in the second appearance of the creature from the cauldron. Oh yeah, that was another thing we didn't really resolve.
Didn't you traded away the
cauldron for something?
Cauldron, yeah.
We did, yeah. I don't remember offhand to whom. I'm trying to find it in my notes.
with the second time that creature appeared to coming for Sithis, that is the first time I've ever talked my way out of a fight in any RPG I've played. I'm just like normally I go in just like, oh, there's a fight, time to fight.
Right.
That's what this is fun. I liked experimenting with the idea of him trying to be not so much conniving, but more
Diplomatic.
Yeah, just more diplomatic. Finding other ways other than fighting to get past situations, even if it turned out to be ultimately just self-serving. But yeah, I liked Sithis. I didn't have a long-term plan for him, but yeah, overall this has been a fantastic experience. I've loved this.
Yeah. Now, speaking of long-term plans, Josh, throughout this whole year, slowly grew into an actual
Turned into
polar
a
bear.
polar bear.
So Josh, how much of your suit did you finish? Like, is it the way you wanted it? I can't thank you enough for really kind of getting into character and putting this on together. And you actually went to conventions like that. And
I mean, he's literally wearing his character.
I know.
Yep.
How awesome is that?
It's not just getting into character, like it's getting into character.
Right.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Like and we did the Champlain Games Festival. Like you came wearing that. Did you go to Carnage at all with that?
I wore it all day at Carnage.
You did.
Yep. Dedication, my friend.
That is awesome. I can't thank you enough for that. Did you get everything that you wanted to make for your bear costume?
So there's 2 more pieces that I'm finishing up, and I'm still going to wear this to conventions and things like that. But the VCG armor, which I think some of you have seen the photos of it, it's almost finished. It needs a paint job. And then I'm going to attach it to the fur. It's got shoulder pads with the Gallant Knight logo on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got the VCG logo on the etched into the front. It's got all kinds of battle scars. It's really awesome. I just haven't had time to, with all my volunteering down at Vermont Gaming Academy, to finish it up for this episode, unfortunately. But like I said, I'll still wear it. And then Elaine from Villainous Vixens, I was talking about like bottom half of Oberon, like what do I wear? Like what does Oberon wear? And then she gave me the idea for a kilt. I thought, oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
So this way I don't have to worry about making anything except for a kilt.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you should have something else besides just the kilt, though.
Please.
Josh.
That's not how you wear a kilt, Doug.
Yeah.
But, Amanda, I don't think they need any encouragement in this behavior.
I mean, come on. It's very windy at Carnage.
It is.
It really is.
That chalet is going to be so rowdy.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Let's see here. Jason, we got some chat going on. Jason says, it was agonizing some evenings to listen to Amanda because I almost always knew that she was going to say, and it took her so long to get there.
He thinks it's agonizing. Anybody who's talked to me normally knows that I speak very rapidly, and I'm a very high energy, intense type of person with very little patience. And so I'd be driving myself crazy, just wanting to get to the point of whatever I said because I committed to this stupid character conceit.
See, now what I think you need to do is for the Tiny Supers, you need to be a speedster and just talk really fast in 2018. Let's see here. He also says, I enjoyed the fact that it was almost always about the story because the tiny dungeon mechanics make the rules side so easy. So and I agree with that 100%, and it's really great. And then he says kilted Karhu. What is it?
Carhu.
Carhu, yeah. So
The
you're
kilted,
kilted Carhu.
the kilted
Yes.
Carhu of Carnage.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
I'll get called the furry again for sure. I guarantee it.
Without a doubt.
Hey, are you one of those furry guys? No. No.
Maybe they were furries too, and they just wanted to be your friend.
Then that would be a double no.
Oh.
Hey,
Aw.
hey.
I've got nothing against furries. Just not my type of furry. That's all.
It's not what the bear suit's about, guys. It's just not what the bear suit is about.
Can we,
So-
should at least and don't if this sounds weird at all, should this adventure continue for us at all? Like travel around the adventures of Stupid Hell?
The Adventures of Stupid Hell would be
What-
awesome.
What are we gonna do in stupid hell?
I think
Find our way out.
I think your long-suffering GM is ready for Tiny Supers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's my question for Josh. Are you going to plan on doing a superhero costume for Tiny
Of
Supers?
course. Of
Nice.
course. Absolutely. Yeah,
Very cool.
it would not be I would not be me without a costume on. It would be weird. So
Sure.
definitely.
Nice. I will kind of tease a little bit, and if you tune in to our year in review video on January 2nd, you'll actually hear we're going to change things up a little bit for Tiny Supers. We've got some plans for Tiny Supers that we're not going to be sticking to this format totally for Tiny Supers. So just we're going to kind of put a little tweak on it. So just be. We'll announce it on January 2nd as to what we have for plans for Tiny Supers. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to really kind of take it another notch and take it up another notch. And yeah, we'll discuss it a little bit at the January 2nd year in review video. Let's see here. Jason also says, "Is there anything you guys would have done specifically different, knowing how things turned out?" Aside from the stupid moments, of course.
I would not personally change it because, I mean, you're living. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in the moment that it happened. So I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm doing things impulsively, which got us into trouble sometimes. But other times it would cause like riot and laughter. I heard people were falling off their chairs during the dragon ass punching episode.
I will say the one thing that I loved about this campaign is that usually after an episode aired, like for a week after, like there's always one moment in every episode that was like noteworthy, and like that was popping up in our social media like the next week.
Yeah,
and that was just so much fun.
When it's impulsive like that, you create those memorable moments that everyone remembers.
Right.
And I wouldn't go back and change anything. I had a blast, and thank you, Alan. Thank you, Doug, for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ellen, for putting up with us.
Seriously.
That too.
Thank you.
Not sending Doug a strongly worded email sometime around June going, you know what? I think I've had enough of this.
I was going to say, if anybody wanted to change anything, it was Alan. He would wish he never agreed to this stretch goal.
I'm not going to say anything.
I do think that I really like this product from Gallon Night Games, and I'm going to talk about it. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but I think I will tell folks that the Tiny Dungeon is on my top 10 list of most of RPGs for 2018, and I'll give my reasons why. Not just because Alan's a good friend and we featured it on the show, but I think that there's other reasons why it should be on most people's top 10 lists, if not in their libraries. And I really am really glad that Alan has had this success with this product. Like, because I think it shows that there is a need for this type of role-playing game in the industry.
Just think how much success we would have had if we hadn't done this campaign and turned all those customers off.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
I'm giving Doug a hard time, but
We
this has been a
ruined-
fantastic experience, and I love playing with every one of you.
We ruin everything in the game realm and in the real world.
I wouldn't have granted Tiny Supers if I thought we were going to ruin it.
Okay.
This is true. No, I'm glad that we were able to do it. I'm excited to do Tiny Supers for you next year in 2019. Yeah, let me anybody that's watching this, if you haven't watched, the whole campaign, there is a playlist that you can start right from the session that we did. Oh, that was one question that I was thinking of that I forgot to ask. The session that we played during the Kickstarter campaign that was supposed to be tied to this actual campaign. It starts with that episode and then just goes right through this. It concludes with this episode. Alan, how did you originally you said that session was going to tie into this session?
That ended up not happening.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot about Noel Hammer.
Yeah, we had entirely different characters for that one.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, it was that one. It was really fun, but it kind of left itself in a place that was hard to jump a campaign from.
Mm.
Okay.
So we sort of just did a reset.
I didn't know if that whatever happened there was like lore for this game, or was going to be like lore for this campaign or something. I wasn't quite sure, but I know it was discussed early on.
Yeah, no, it ended up. I took a lot from it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not a direct correlation.
Nice. All right. Does anybody have any parting remarks? Anybody that's watching live, if you have any more questions, let us know. We'll wrap it up here in a few minutes. Anybody else have any last minute things they want to add before we sign off and put this to an end?
I do as far as creating Bradagore, I have some regrets. It was fun. I think I took it too far.
Yeah, I think we did. I will give a little bit of when Jordan and our characters got killed, we started a Facebook chat. Like, of course, we chat all the time anyway. But we're like, okay, Alan didn't like our characters. We're gonna make some characters that he's really not gonna like. Like, let's make this about as obnoxious as because we figured they'd probably last maybe an episode or two. and Alan just kept them around.
I mean, he did try to kill you guys several times.
You got so whiny when you died the first time. Every time I killed you, I felt bad. So I just found some excuse to bring you back.
I will say, Chad and Brad were some of the most loved characters in this campaign. You
got shirts.
As a counterpoint to that, America has given us like 20 seasons of The Bachelor, so
this is true.
I'm not sure.
No accounting for taste.
Yeah, I don't feel like beloved.
Anytime that they were about to die, like you were like, no, like people would be like, no, they can't be dead. They can't. Like that one episode where where it was pretty much a given that we were dead. Like I got a lot of messages. They're like, did Alan really kill you off? Like, and I was like, I don't know. I think he might have. Like people were really like, no, he couldn't kill. Like for like 3 days straight, Alan. After that episode, people were so concerned.
And to be honest, I mean, like when you released the tiny zine with the Minotaurs, it was right after Sithis and Schleich died, and I'm like, let's take our next characters like polar opposite because those two hated each other. let's
So make
Let's-
these love each other.
let's make two brothers that not just brothers but bros.
Aw.
That's right. That's right. No, I and it was good. I don't have any regrets.
I do like the tie-in of like we are two halves of a perfect idiot.
Absolutely, absolutely. We should, what we should do if we go to conventions, we should get those T-shirts that say "I'm with stupid,"
Yes.
and they're just pointing at each other.
Just get him to say I am half of stupid.
Yeah. So
on the back, angels of stupid hell.
let's see here. Kent is joining us the last minute. Jason says, "I like the original cast of characters." I did too. Like, I really wanted Schleich to kind of have a bigger story arc, and I kind of felt bad that that didn't play out. But at least Gray Firkin got to survive, and at least
nobody got an actual story arc. Not even Alan.
Right.
It was all just a rolling disaster, session to session, that he somehow kept rolling. Despite our best efforts at derailing it at every turn. I think that's probably the thing I'm most impressed about at the end of all of this, is that Alan somehow kept this game going.
This is true.
Every time that I was like, what on earth? Like, as someone,
my monthly alcohol consumption has become this like this curve up on the graph as the years ended.
Yeah, just as someone who's had to run games and just being like, what do you even do? Like, I have no idea how he's gonna. After many sessions, I would just be like, I have no idea how he's gonna continue this campaign. I have no idea what he's gonna do to keep this story rolling after we've actively destroyed everything he's been building.
Again,
but it still happened. But it still happened. We still came to a conclusion, and it was even a satisfying conclusion. Absolutely. It wasn't just, we're done now.
So, Alan, let's talk a little bit about the future of Tiny Dungeon before we sign off.
Sure.
What do you have for plans for the Tiny Dungeon now that the core book is out, the Hatchling edition is out? You've been releasing these tiny zines, which have some content for Tiny Dungeon in them.
We're compiling the tiny zines every year, so there'll be a tiny zine annual, or this year, and we're getting like cover art, stuff like that. At some point, hopefully next year. Keep in mind, so we have our release schedule set, but it's all very dependent on a lot of factors, right? So anything I say could shift. Tiny Zine Compendium should be out, I would say, by the end of January at the latest. We got a couple extra articles. We're doing some new art, like a new cover and stuff, but it's just going to be a lot of the same stuff in a printed format.
Nice, okay.
People will be able to get all the Tiny Zine articles in a printed format. And Tiny Zine will continue every month. Last month we put out solicitations for campaign settings to a team of writers that we've worked with before, and Tiny Dungeon was one of the rule sets they could pitch a campaign setting for. So we're planning to release several campaign settings for various Tiny games. We haven't decided what settings we're releasing, so I can't say for a fact that Tiny Dungeon will be in there, but of all the games people have returned pitches for settings for, Tiny Dungeon has been the most popular choice. So it is very likely you will see some more Destiny of Tides-esque Tiny Dungeon setting style books next year.
Nice.
And then Advanced Tiny Dungeon will come out at some point.
Cool.
And very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's, let's see here. Alan is an excellent cat herder.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
I should say that Jason, who's commenting right now, you'll probably see him on the January 2nd year in review video, because we've got all sorts of surprises coming up for 2019, and I'm really excited to make those announcements. So make sure to. Jason says you need to call it Superior Tiny Dungeon.
No.
But you can make that suggestion to him in person here in a couple weeks there, Jason, if you want. But yeah, I'm really excited for 2019. Thank you everyone for watching this series and all of our content in 2018. This has been the biggest year ever for the show. Just in terms of everything. We're almost at 700 subscribers on the year. That is amazing. Like,
Awesome.
if we can just get that to 7, we've got a few more weeks to go to get to that 700 level. So please hit the subscribe button and follow us and do all sorts of the things. Make sure to check out Gallant Knight Games Facebook page. Go give them a like on Facebook. Follow also you can, if you are a fan of the Tiny Dungeon game itself, there is a Gallant Knight Games Facebook group which you can be a part of, and Alan is on there regularly, and you get to hear all about the stuff that Alan has going on with Gallant Knight Games. So definitely check out that community. It's a great community. I love it. There's some awesome folks that are in there, and it's really you think of sometimes you think online groups get kind of toxic or whatnot. That there is just some awesome folks on there as well.
Because I'm good at herding cats.
That's right.
I apply that skill set across the board.
So, all right, folks, that's going to do it. If you like this campaign and you would like to see more campaigns in the future, not making any promises, but we probably will. Hit the like button down below. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out GallantKnightGames.com. Check out AidofNight.com. Check out Halloweenville on YouTube. Check out Gamers Against Alzheimer's on Facebook and give them a like as well. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time.